Welcome back to the channel, Crazy Bill's channel. I'm Crazy Bill, and today what I'm doing is I'm going to do the front brakes on my F250 Ford Super Duty 2001. Now the front brakes were done quite a bit long ago. Somebody's cutting the grass out here. Every time I want to make a video, there's grass cut. Oh, it's the wife. Typical. She always wants to be involved in my videos somehow. But here we are. I'm going to do the front brakes. Don't know if I'm going to do the back yet. The front ones are the ones that I was kind of worried about. The pad's been on here for 8 years, so kind of want to get them changed up. I'll show you the type I'm going to be using, but yeah, I don't think there's much wrong with these ones, but I'm going to change them anyways. So there we are. These are beastly brakes for an F250. See, there we go. F250 XL Super Duty. Beastly brakes. Oh yeah, this is a four-wheel drive too, if you haven't noticed. So, the big axle in the front. Well, I'm changing the oil too. You know, just getting ready to go on my annual trip. Ooh, look at that oil. Oof. 5,500 kilometers on that oil. She gets dark pretty quick. But yes, it's time to do these brakes, and I've just noticed that it hasn't been braking. Well, it brakes okay. It just hasn't had the grip of the brakes lately. So I'm gonna change them up. Put on some new. What do I got? CarQuest here. CarQuest brakes. Of course, the box came to me all in tatters like usual. But I'll put these on. See how good these work on here. These worked okay. It just didn't work out like well, what can I say? They've been on here for like 8-9 years. So of course I guess they've been working out, but just lately, braking this year with it, I've driven it around a bit. It just hasn't been as well as it should be. So let me start getting this caliper off and we'll change these brakes out. So the bolt stud here is 17 millimeter. Use my long arm breaker bar here. Oh. They were still pretty tight, so at least that one was. It's coming out nice and easy though. That is good to see. Where's the lower one? Oh great, I gotta find the lower one. Good, it broke loose too. Coming out nice. So let me get these out. All this heavy steel stuff, man. Look at that. That thing still looks pretty good, eh? Well, it looks great. I also bought a new kit for it. Since the brake pads did not come with a hardware kit, I bought one. So I thought I should. There we go. I just want to unhook these sensors. I want to unhook those so I can place her on top of here. Okay. Screwdriver. Oh, looks like I gained a little room there. Not enough, it might be. So let's try her again. Yeah. These do look like they still have quite a bit of pad on them. I see. Whoops, hitting the camera. There, maybe that'll help now. Yep, there we go. Put her on top. There we go. One spring fell out. They got some wear on them, but they're not terrible. Somewhere. I do the backs too, but I can't seem to find the brake pads. So they have some wear, but they're not down as far as being terrible. Like, I still think, well, this one's a little closer on the inside pad, so maybe it's a good thing I am changing it. Let me get this sprayed off with some brake clean. Now, since it does have the dual piston caliper, I use one of my clamps on it to push her in fully. Well, that means this one will push out a bit. So then I gotta put this one on. Tighten up here. And give it a push. Let her push in. She went in. And give her another push. And then she'll push in. I keep doing that until I got her all the way in. And that seems to work fine for me. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. I just found this way to be the easiest for me. There we go. And I believe she's all pushed in. That one's nice and tight. This one's nice and tight. So all I have to do is take off the clamps and should be all ready to put back on when I put the brakes back on. Well, I guess I should check these. Well, they're pretty good, but it's never good enough. Gotta put more on her. Gotta put more. So the stuff I use is the Permatex silicone brake lubricant. Seems to work really good on these slide pins. So I just put a goop on there. There we go, and give her a good, well, what do you call it? A dousing? A douching? A dousing. I don't like using that word, douching. Must be me. So use a good liberal amount on your slide pin, and you get her back in there, right here, and there you go. And there you go. And you get the other one. You do the same. Make sure you get enough on there. You gotta have quite a bit. You don't want to have a dry shaft, or I should say pin. You don't want to have a dry pin. So there you go. Get this one back in here. There you go. So if you noticed, I already put one brake pad in, always the hardest one. I put the hardest one in first so I wouldn't have to show you how bad I am at installing brakes. And I'll put this outside one. On these brakes, they're the same. They are totally the same. So it doesn't really matter back or front. They're the same. Come on. Gotta give her a tap. I don't like how that's going in. No, I don't like how that went in. It didn't go in very good. So, what I'm gonna do, I'll put a little grease on silicone here on these parts here where they run. That way, hopefully, it'll be slippery enough, it'll slide really easy. You don't need a ton of it, just need a little bit. So just a little bit on there. So, you know what, the hardware was really good, so I didn't change it. I'll save it for another day. Oh, that works way better now. Sliding nice. Now I can stick the brake caliper back on there. Well, at least I hope I can. Knowing me, this will be trouble, but hey, it's me, so of course it'll be trouble. These things, I like working on this. This thing is a massive brake system. It's easy to handle. You know, meaty hands here, so it's hard to grab stuff sometimes. So I gotta get these right. Well, they'll hopefully. There we go. And I need the bolt now. No. Did I not get it? See, there's the troubles I speak about. Oh, I'll get her. Now you might have noticed I forgot some, so I had to take her all apart again, which is typical of filming. Forgot to put these little wire doohickeys in here to keep them separated. I don't know if you need these or not. I'm putting them in. There we go. So there we go, I got those in. Now for the struggle again. So now we just gotta snug these, hopefully. Why is it backwards? Pretty tight. Honestly, I don't know what the torque rating is on these. I just tighten them really tight and then they're good. So there you go. And that was it. Well, first I better fix that. You know, get these back inside of these looms here. So then she'll be finished. So that was it for the front brakes. Don't know if I'm bringing you the rear brakes yet. Might be. Hold on. Well, guess what? I found my rear. Well, yeah, my rear. Sounds interesting. But I found my rear brakes. Well, rear pads for my truck here. So I might as well change them too. Thing is, though, I might take off the caliper. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Well, but I will if I have to. Everything is so, what do you call it? Dirty back here. Lots of, I don't know, I go down dirt roads and stuff. So, of course, it's not looking great. Didn't get on there. So there we go. I got the bolts out. Let's see if I can get these pried apart here, which would be nice. I'm not going the right way. My wife just called me a losing. Is that what she meant? I'm a losing? I'm a loser? There, that should have pried her apart a little bit. There we go. I think she's loose. Should be loose enough. Is this one a dual piston too? You see, things I can't ever remember. No, I can't do it that way. I do it this way. Geese. Geese. You know, I had to take a break. I had to watch the Blue Jays. You know, Canadian and all. I had to watch the Blue Jays win their East. They're in division there. So, awesome. Just totally awesome. Wow. Why is this taking me so much trouble? Well, we'll get back to it. So there we go. I got it apart. I am going to reuse, or not reuse. I'm going to use the new hardware kit I have for this one. These brakes aren't too bad, but they have been on there. I checked the date when I got this truck. It was 2015. And that's when I put all these brakes in and did all this work. And I never really liked these brakes. It's what I got at the time. I think they're ceramic, but never really liked them too much. Can you tell this one hasn't been grabbing much with all the rust on the, so it hasn't been grabbing much. That kind of worries me. Why isn't it grabbing much? Well, it could have been because of this braking system, but I know she moves because I pushed the cups back and it moves fine. So could it be one of these? Nope, they both move just fine. Or was it just the brakes? Could it have been just these brakes that were messing it all up? Probably. Not big on ceramics anymore. I used to use them. I'm not big on using them now. What I'm using again is semi-metallic. They seem to grip better for these big, heavy trucks. So, let's get to her here. There is a mosquito out here. Oh my word. Oh, sorry about that. I was trying to kill a mosquito. It was trying to kill me. But, yeah, let me get the rest of this apart. I was going to check underneath the caliper. Not a caliper. Rotor. That's where the... Oh, I still think I should. Darn it. Yeah, I think I will. I'll check. I got to check the emergency brake. So there we go. I was able to get my impact in there. Be able to get these big monstrous bolts out. Ooh. I couldn't budge them with my ratchet, but my impact took them out. I got her out. I can clean her up before I put her back on. First, I gotta get off this rotor and see what we got going. Alright, let's see if we can get this rotor off. Oh, well, she was coming. There we go. We got her off. Oh, what is that here? Let's take a look at these emergency brakes here. What do you call these? I call them emergency brakes. And you know what? I barely ever use them and they look fine to me. I'm gonna clean all this up though. I'm gonna go grab a can of brake clean and have a go at her. Make sure she all looks good in there. And I'm sure I'm gonna have to set them so that they connect better. Let's take a look down here. Let's see. Oh, this thing's heavy. Well, she looks pretty clean inside here. It's like I barely ever use them ever. Of course, I don't think I set these up as good as I should have. This thing's like brand new rotor still on the inside. Remember, I put brand new ones on her 10 years ago, and they still look pretty good. I'm happy. So there we go. I gave her a clean up and cleaned up the rotor. And before I put it back on, I kind of want to put something on here because I know it didn't stick, but I'm thinking it didn't stick because I put on some sort of coating on there. So I'm going to get a coating. Oh, I'm just going to put on some liquid wrench rust inhibitor. Not a sponsor, of course. Okay, that was brutal. That does not spray very well, but I got most of it on. Sort of. Some's on the emergency brakes. All they to do, they're not actually braking, so that's not a problem. So let me put this big beast back on. It's simple. And I think I have to adjust those emergency brakes some more. I'm going to do that. So it's been about a day. Wow, actually a day since I've been working on this. I had to go to work. Work. Darn work. Really? I picked the only Loctite I have that doesn't have the end cut off. Well, I'll have to choose another one. But I got the I got this all done. She all looks good. And I'm gonna use the new hardware kit with it. Hopefully it fits. Yeah, I think it does. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, it does fit. I'll show you that in 1 second here. I'm kind of glad it fits. Man, because I left the other. I was trying to clean up the other hardware. I left it at work, and I'm not going back to work for a couple of days. So it's like, darn, I left it at work. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Now I got to grab some more Loctite. So there we go. I got my orange thread locker here. What's it say here? High strength removable. That's the stuff I like to use. High strength removable. Well, okay. How does this thing go on? Oh, I sure hope I know. I might have to move you out of the way. Maybe not. Oh, I should have had some Loctite on a bolt first before I tried that. Is that true? Yes. Very true. Okay. Yeah, I think that's more than enough to get the job done. Don't have much of this stuff left. I might have to buy some more. Let's see here. Through there. I can't see what I'm doing because I have the camera in the way, so that's good. I think I'm gonna have to move that camera. Oh. Maybe I don't have to move the camera. Looks like I got her. Holy smokes. Things are coming up. I have to do this after a full day's work. Man, I'm tired. I am tired. Man. It's tiring going to work and then coming home and working. And, my job isn't simple, but it's a job. Wow. Did I get the second one in the hole too? Okay. Maybe I should go to work and then come home and do stuff. Seems like I do a better job. That's amazing. How the heck did I do that? These things are, well, as far as I know, these things are supposed to be torqued at like 130. Oh my word, 130. Can I get it to 130 after a day at work? Probably. I gotta be more powerful than 130 foot-pounds. Okay. There you go. I got her set to 130 foot-pounds. Let's see if I can do it. I'm tired, but I'm sure I can do this. Maybe not, but I'm sure. Oh, it's gonna be hard. Oh, it's gonna be hard. I'm going to have to move the camera. Oh, I did her. Here, you can hear the click. I got her. There. Top one. Oh, my word. And that just about wrecked me for the night. Yep. She's good. So, what kind of rear brakes am I putting on this? Well, there's the number. BMD 757 CarQuest. What do they call it? Guaranteed quiet. I don't care if they're quiet, just as long as they stop the vehicle. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Oh, they got a pretty blue, so that means they're good. Isn't that true? So let me see if I can get one of these in. Let me do the front side first, and then I'll know if I can get the... I don't know if I can. What the heck? Oh, it wasn't down in spot. There we go. Oh, yeah. Well, it was in. Isn't that always me? I always have trouble with brakes. Oh, this one don't want to go in. And all this paint is chipping off already. It's all chipping off. Shows how old these are. Come on, get in there. There. I don't want you to be that far ahead. They're too tall. Are you kidding me? Here. Give her a whack here. Maybe they're not too tall. Maybe I'm just not getting them seated. Oh, that was it. They weren't getting seated in there. Well, they're seated now. I'll do the inside one, but I'm not going to show you that because I got to move the camera to get in there. So here we are, ready to put the caliper back in. These went in nice enough. I was quite shocked about that. Now I got the caliper here. Make sure we get her where she's supposed to be here. Ouch! Just whacked my finger on the, what is that? Well, it was a thing. There we go. I think I got her started. Yes, I did. All I gotta do is get the one underneath here. I'm gonna have to move you for that. So, you know, sometimes we gotta move you around. Get under here. Well, that's in the right spot, I think. Yeah, it seems to be. Should be. It's tightening up. I think these rear caliper attachment bolts are 14, and they're supposed to be a 30 foot-pounds, but my torque wrench doesn't go down to that. My other one I can't find from working on my Subaru. Yeah, Subaru is eating everything I own. Subaru. Good idea, Bill. Get a Subaru. No, wasn't the best idea. So I'm gonna roughly guess at this at being 30 foot-pounds. Pretty sure I can figure it out. That feels like 30. And this one. And that feels like 30 enough. And the socket got stuck on there. There we go. So there we go. How's she look? You know what? Let me pump on the brake. You can see if these, if this one goes. So I'll pump on the brake. Hopefully she'll cinch in a bit. So let's see if that worked. Hope it did. Looks like it's on right. Well, I hope you saw that brake cinch in a bit, or pull in. Felt like it did. The brakes tightened up. But she's done. I'll stick the tire back on her, and then I'll get ready to do the other side. Oh, there we go. I got that all done. Kind of glad I did. Wow. But now I got a day off tomorrow. I can finish the other side. Filming takes a lot of time. I gotta say, gotta worry about the camera and everything going on. But I see in behind me there, I think you can see that thunder head back there coming this way. Yikes. Here, let's see. Get her a little closer. Yeah, she's heading this way. So, isn't that great? But maybe with my day off tomorrow, I can finish her up. And, well, then we'll be ready for doing some more hauling. And, well, hopefully some fishing. I'm going fishing with that truck real soon. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And, hey, I don't know what else I was going to say. I'm tired out. I'm going inside.